Hello everyone and welcome to Elverstone. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. So we are back today with another house build, and we are actually continuing on the Starlight Manor build, which I think I started about 3 months ago, but due to my busy schedule I have not had the time to actually continue any builds ever since. But let's get going. So as you can see, we're just renovating the stuff, making sure our rooms look decent, and I'm just going around, as you have seen, putting some lights on just to make sure that all the rooms are nice and lit so I can see what I need to do. And right now I'm just jazzing everything up. So what we're gonna work on is actually gonna be the kitchen. And at first I wanted to go for a nice, just a colorful kitchen, nice and open, but then I thought maybe it would be quite nice to just change it up a bit, as you see shortly. And I wanted to stick to the modernism look because I want the house on the outside to look very gloomy and a bit, like not even a house, like something that you won't even want to go to. But on the inside I wanted to look all modern and just really nice, So as you can see, I've actually removed the modernized cabinets, and I'm just using these ones that you get. I do believe you get them from the cooking the cooking skill, I'm not sure. And as you can see, I just go around turning everything all black because I thought it would actually be really nice, like black and white, and have white walls everywhere, just to give it that extra contrast. And of course we are gonna have an island because I love having an island in the kitchen, as I thought that just, you can just sit around, talk with family members while having breakfast and still multitask at the same time. So as you can see, now we've actually just jumped on a bit, and we put the overhead cabinets, and of course just to make everything all cosmetic and nice, we're just going around, just tidying everything up, put some zincs in as well. And I originally was gonna put this zinc thanks to the cooker, but then I thought it'd be perfect on the island, just so then, I don't know, just for cosmetic reasons. Let's put it that way. And of course, because we're quite limited on the space we have, I just want everything just to be nice, And I flipped them. I flipped the island thinking that it would be a lot better that way, but that didn't work out, so I had to renovate it to the other side. But anyway, right now we're just making everything look tidy and placing some doors. I wasn't sure if I wanted an archway walk-in to the kitchen or put some doors at the sides, but I think I actually put archways later on. I'm not too sure. I guess we'll see. And of course now we're just putting some decoration objects, because the one thing I love about The Sims is putting decorations everywhere. They're just so nice and they just make the house look so much better. Oh yes, I ended up going with the doors, and as you can see, I'm just replacing all the doors with the see-through doors, as I just thought that'd be a lot nicer just to have within the house. But of course, certain rooms such as bathroom and in suites, they will have full-on doors because you don't want other people to be peeking at you if in your house, even though in The Sims you can have like a see-through door and they just won't mind. But that's just The Sims. I'm trying to build this house from a world perspective. And actually, I do apologize if you can hear this horrible background noise. I have my fan on because it's like 30 degrees outside and I'm burning inside of my apartment trying to record this video. And my next door neighbor decided to start hoovering, so I can actually hear them hoover. So I do apologize if you can hear that. But back to the video. I wanted to try different styles, just like the kitchen, but I could not find any style that just worked for the living room. And of course I wanted bookcases everywhere, and might I say they are bookcases everywhere in this build. And honestly, I'm just really happy with the way it all turned out. And as you can see, I ended up removing them, and I went for this classical chairs as I thought that would just be perfect. And that being said, I at the time I was actually decorating this house from various influences, one of them being the book I had been reading, which was Beautiful Creatures, which was a really nice book, and I quite enjoyed the details placed within the houses. So that's why the build looks the way it is. But of course I do want a bit of color now and then, but not too much that will make the house just not stand well together or clash with the other colors and the color theme going on. But moving on, right now we're actually building the master bedroom, and I like the sunflower bed. I thought it'd be quite nice to jazz it up and put some colors, but at the end I just didn't like the way they appeared, so I do believe I get rid of that bed shortly. But I always find it really tricky to decorate master bedroom beds. I'm like, I don't know what needs to go in them, so I'm just putting counters everywhere, just the basics that you have in a bedroom, and I just go whatever flows. But usually I go for the basic simplistic look and feel for the bedrooms. And as you can see, I've actually removed the sunflower bed I had previously, and I put like this modernism bed, which I thought was a lot better and actually worked for the house. And I quite like these paintings. I thought they would have been really, really good, but I tried to find the right color combination I can use them in, and I just couldn't find the right one. So I ended up putting 2 black paintings in the center and 2 greens at the side. And I thought, why not? I think it's nice, and it just works well with the design. And of course, my one rule when building a house, always have flowers. I love flowers. Even in my current apartment, I have flowers everywhere because they're so nice and they just make the place look livable and just makes it look nice. So do you like flowers? Do you have flowers in your house or your bedrooms? Leave your comment in the box, because I would like to know, because I love flowers. As you can see, I pretty much went a bit over the top with the flower decorations, but I find flowers always make everything, brighten. And of course, don't forget the carpet. So right now, I thought these rooms were a bit too small, so I ended up converting them into walkable wardrobes, as I would love to have a big giant wardrobe just to put all my clothes in, and you can just walk in with mirrors everywhere. But unfortunately, this is the real world, and maybe in the future, we'll see, maybe. But I wanted to do one for the Mr. and Mrs. and it actually turned out really well. I pretty much mirrored everything when building this build for the for the wardrobe. So as you can see, I put shoe racks at the same side, and I just hung a bunch of clothes everywhere, just went full on the way. And see, I wanted to put all the formal wear all at the top, and then right at the bottom with all the casual wear clothes that they may wear, and just just the basic, just to fill up the room so it just didn't feel too empty. And just mix and match the colors, just so that it doesn't look like we just have the same type of clothes just hanging. Although it would be kind of great for The Sims if they had an animation where they can just go to the wardrobe and then just pick an outfit and then put it on. That would be quite nice. But I think for The Sims to actually do that, I think it would be quite a bit of hard work. So who knows, maybe there might be a mod or DLC that might come out with that. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And of course, now we're doing the ladies' wardrobe, and it's just fun. It's similar to the gents one, just mix and match with bright colors, which is the one thing I thought was a bit sad, because for the men's clothes there weren't enough bright colors going on, and it would be quite nice to see bright colors everywhere. But of course, it's The Sims, that being said. And I thought it would be quite nice to put a dresser, but then I ended up leaving it because everything was going to be a bit too claustrophobic and just too crowded, which is one thing I hate about walk-in wardrobes. I love them, but if there's too much going on in a small room, it feels really claustrophobic. And as you can see, we are actually moving on right now. We are building the master in suite, which I absolutely adore. I just wish I had this house, It's so pretty, it's so spacious, and it's so big as well. And of course, they are going to have a jacuzzi as a bath, because everybody wants to have a jacuzzi. That being said, while I was actually decorating this house build, I did not have the luxurious stuff pack, I do believe it's called. But I have now, I pretty much have 90% of all the stuff packs and DLCs for The Sims, so I might go back and remove certain parts and just replace them with the new context that I got given. But although I know for my house builds, I do like to use just base contents just so that everybody can have access to all my builds. Now and then I do like to use new context stuff just so that I don't feel restricted all the time, because it does get boring and tiring, you know. But being said, back to the build, we're just putting everything that needs to be put in and just putting on the, what do you call these walls? Are they half walls? Half walls. I said half walls, decorations, and a lot of things everywhere. And for all my house builds you may have seen, I actually like to make all the walls white, make everything white, just then I have like a blank canvas to start from. Then I can just gently, you know, paint in the paint until it all makes one wonderful masterpiece. And of course going crazy with the flowers again. But I just started to put some of the curtains because the master bedroom is in a lower ground, so people can actually see what they do, and that's one thing we don't want to happen. So just going around putting curtains all around just to make sure they work well with the theme and the design and they don't clash as well. And I ended up removing this counter and placing a desk because I thought it would be a nice place for the missus and the mister, you know, just to, you know, put a cologne, do the makeup if they want to do makeup. You know, you get my feel. And just it's always nice to just have just a desk where you can just do stuff and have a big giant mirror just looking at you. So yeah, I went with that theme and lighting. But however, I do like to leave my lighting a bit late, but there's nothing I can do, so I just go on and just keep decorating. And yeah, I actually removed the full wall because I keep forgetting sometimes when I build that you actually have half walls, so I do apologize about that. It's just because I keep forgetting that like we have half walls. You don't have to just build one giant wall just to, you know, just to cut off a bit of areas. You can just use a half wall. So that's my fault, but can't be helped. And jumping to the next scene, we're actually just going over the rooms we were previously done, such as the kitchen and the living room, because I just wanted to put a bit of color, but not too much color that it won't work. But what do you think? Is this color okay? Is the color combination okay? Because I'm using white, black, and blue. So is it a nice color combination? Because I need your feedback, so please help me. And while decorating this room, you may remember from the first build, I was actually using the entire house build as a reference from an actual house build I found online and the floor plans. So in this study office, well, I converted it into a study office. There's actually a semi bathroom, you know, just the basic, a toilet and sink, nothing else. And I just thought it'd be perfect, you know, if your sim is into business or any career and they just want time just to study and not be distracted, it'd be good just to have their own semi bathroom, just so that they can just go in and not have to deal with any commotions, especially if they're a big family, because this house is pretty much for a big family. But that being said, you don't have to use it with a big family. You can use it just with the one sim, you know. Maybe they have the loner trained and they just want time just not to bond with anybody. And looking back at the decorations I chose for this for the room design, I might actually go back over them and remove some elements because I'm not happy with the curtains. And that's the one thing I found really sad about the Sims, is they never bring out new curtains. So I really wish they can just, you know, bring some new curtains out, just make everything look nice. And yeah, I'm just tidying up some few areas. Oh my, I can't talk. Some few areas that I wanted to look pretty. And of course, choosing the desk for the dining room, because it's just this big giant dining room, and this was actually inspired from Beautiful Creatures, the book, as you may remember, because in the movie, in one area, there's just this big giant dining room with this dining table and set. And of course, I wanted it to all look nice and just work well, because if you have a big family, like if the family that like not snobs or have the snob train, then you just want this big dining room where they can just talk away about snobbish things. Although I'm not a snob, I hope I'm not, but just talk away about how much money they have or what they think is wrong and right. And as you can see, I've actually just been going on and removing some few elements, also restructurizing the curtains. As I said, I'm not happy with the curtains, and I wasn't sure about what color to go with the chairs. Is either black, white, or blue? And I think I settled on the black chairs, but I think that changes again later on, so I do apologize. And not a bad place then to just put a lot of paints everywhere. So, and because I love paints in The Sims 4, they're just beautiful and just some nice silhouettes that you can just have just to display, And of course, I do make use of those blank rooms behind us, as I was not happy with the way they were. And it kind of looks like a museum room, like you go into one of those museums. Like this could be like on the display. And I think I do stick to that carpet actually, because I did like that carpet. It kind of gives like some sort of, I don't know, some sort of color, or what should we call it? Features to the room. And as you can see, talking about these tiny little rooms, I was not satisfied with them just being small, 4 square rooms. So one of them I actually converted into like just a computer room, where maybe someone who's into like computers or hacking or programming or whatever can come and just hack away and just use this sophisticated computer. And one section I just put a lot of instruments everywhere, because I don't know, the owners of this house are probably multitask, not a lot of skills, and they'll probably think that they're the best of the world, the Starlight Manor, so it'll probably be like the Starlight family. So yeah, it's really nice, and I really liked how everything worked out at the end. And lastly, we're actually working on this social space, as I thought it'd be nice to have like an inbuilt pool, gym, cinema, all in one room. But it might get a bit hectic, so I might have to renovate that in the future, but we'll see. And one thing I absolutely adore are these cocktail lights, and they're just so pretty. I really wish I had one in real life. It's just so cute. It's just like a cocktail on a big giant glass. And as you can see, I'm just going around just choosing what to go in, because I want to put a lot of stuff in this room, because it's pretty much a skill room if you think about it, but I don't want to overcrowd it. So I was either between a treadmill and a boxing machine, but I think I only stick with the treadmill and the weights machine. But you will see in a moment, I do move about a lot of stuff. And one thing I came to mind was that there was going to be an indoor pool, and I left it the way it was at this tiny little corner, because I thought it's just perfect. It doesn't need to be too big, because they can always have an outdoor pool that's giant and big and just over the top. And just going out, putting some lights in. Although it's indoors, they don't actually need lights, but I thought, why not? They're gonna have lights. And this is pretty much the setup which I decided to stick on at the end. And I did have some children play sets at the side, but I thought if they did have children, the Starlight family, they'll probably have a big room with toys everywhere. So this was pretty much just a social area, and I thought in a social area, why not have their own kitchen where they can just come, relax, get some food. But I thought that would not be sensible enough, because they can just come to the kitchen and get some food. So I actually do remove that later on, and I do believe I just put into like TV and sofa where they can just just chillax, especially if they have teenage children and they don't want them interfering with them, or the teenage children are just fed up with their parents telling them to do chores. So yeah. And as you can see, I am actually just putting on the mounted flash screen TV, and this nice, I really love these chairs, this like modernized sofas, which are just so cute and just work really well with this design, honestly. So, and pretty much the room, and I'm actually happy with the way that comes out. And of course I put my 10 little alien. So yeah, in most builds I would put the little alien gnome. So I might hide them in some builds, so you probably have to try and spot them out, because I do hide them. It's just one of those little tiny things I do, unfortunately. And just to tidy up the area, just putting some decorative objects around and plants everywhere as always. But to prevent anyone from slipping, I do put a rail up, just so then people can be safe. I know it's a bit silly, but hey, why not? It's my build. And right now we're just gonna put some posters up. I was gonna put these film posters, but at the time, because I did not have movie style films, I'm not sure. The staff park, I was limited in the amount of posters I can put. So I do believe I used this 1970s pop art, which was just perfect. Oh yes, now I'm doing it. So, because I really love these posters, is they come in different colors and they just really work well. And when you enlarge them, they're just really perfect for this area. And of course, we do have the woodwork station. No, wood. That's not right. Woodwork station, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Of course, removing the lights, because once the room is done, I do remove the headlights. As I know, as a guide, that I'm not editing that room in the future. I'm happy with the way it is. And I all hope you actually enjoy this decoration / house build. And I hope to